Welcome back to the channel. This is Oshun's Oracle, hosted by yours truly, EJ the Empress. Again, this is the secondary channel to the main channel of Oshun Oracle, where I also host there too. But you get more extended messages there that are divinely aligned to you. Now, before I started this message, I was constantly hearing lines from Hustle and Flow. So you could be a movie buff. That could be one of your favorite movies. Maybe Terrence Howard, Anthony Anderson, Taraji P. Henson. I forgot the lady's name who plays Nola. Maybe some of those actors and actresses you're very fond of. But I kept hearing it's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard out here for a pimp. And I feel like in recent time, your emotions have been high. Maybe you have been desiring happiness, rest, wanting to work smarter, not harder. And I know that that message has been coming up a lot, especially in my collectives. But this intuitively makes me feel as though all that hard work that you feel like you're having to do is going to pay off. A lot of what you've already done thus far may feel as if well, how long is it gonna take? Because I'm seeing elevate, I'm seeing flowers, I'm seeing things blossoming for you. Asian culture could be significant. The fact that I was thinking of Japanese blossoms, as I said, blossom, but then I started thinking of, nostalgic things. It's like words are everything for me, because I consider myself to be clairaudient, but I also consider myself to be a person who loves diction. So you could be one of those type of people too. You could be a musician, you could be a poet, you could be an overall artist, a writer, even a declared author. Maybe you have published some of your work beyond just what you write for yourself if you are just self-journaling. But I'm definitely getting your mental activity is going to eventually attract the physicality of what you have been anticipating for a very long time. Because I feel as though you feel, I feel as if you feel, you have a lot of money making ideas, but for some reason you feel like it's difficult for you to get these ideas out of your head and turn them into something concrete or tangible. Even if it seems like it's easy to do, it's just time consuming. And maybe you're trying to find the time to do it. Maybe you are hell bent on wanting it to be a certain way, because I'm seeing sound, I'm seeing cups, I'm seeing alchemy. So I know that what you are working on is heart-centered. This is something you absolutely love to do. This is why you won't put it down. It's like maybe your spirit team was trying to lead you to different pathways on you garnering success and money. And maybe you just were not feeling it. Maybe you're just like, no, I want what I want. This is what I dream of. This is what I want to do. And maybe a piece of your subconscious mind was feeling the letdown, which is why your spirit team is like, okay, you're not in the position to receive what it is that you want. Not because you're not deserving of it, but maybe you're just not in the right position. And what that means is, I want you to really evaluate where you are in your life, where you live currently, who you've been around, your current circumstances. Is this where you will want to be forever? Probably not. Hence why you're viewing this video, right? So knowing these things can make it difficult for you to be in a headspace of believing the things that you want would be easy to attain based on what you see within your circumstances. For instance, if I'm telling you, hey, by next year you're going to be a millionaire, that might be difficult for you to receive and digest through positivity based on what you see currently. You may be looking at it like, how the hell am I going to do that? Like, in what way? Please tell me now so I can go ahead and start working on that right now, because I've been trying to be a millionaire since 5 years ago. I've been trying to figure out how to do this for forever. So this is why I said you probably were not in the position to receive it, whether it's your headspace, even like people around you, because I never want to give outside energy the authority to just say like, oh, people are sending negative stuff after you. You got the evil eye, this person wishing bad on you, this person doing dark magic. A lot of these people are not even smart enough to even know how to conjure up some true magic, right? Some real deal dark energy, right? However, people can try to manifest things on your behalf indirectly. And even if they are believing to be a good person, they could still be wishing things on you that you don't necessarily want, even if they're not bad. For instance, you may be venting to a friend, family member, parental figure, maybe someone that you admire. Hey, I have these job opportunities or career choices that have been presented to me. I've been thinking about doing this, or this. And maybe in the back of your mind, your intuition is telling you to choose the second option. But that other person who is not you could be viewing the first option as more ideal based on who they think you are, or based on if they were you, what they would choose. And you have to realize when you are taking advice from people, even me, there are certain things that you need to receive with a grain of salt, or you need to receive it with this energy of allowing yourself to, as they say, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Because you can still receive what you're meant to receive without having to take the whole thing. I know I love comparing stuff to food. So if you are hungry for knowledge, if you are hungry for something, you don't have to eat the whole plate just to be fulfilled. Maybe, your parents probably told you got to finish that plate or you ain't going to leave the table or whatever. No, you don't have to do that now. Only take what feels fulfilling to you, and don't think that by rejecting the rest that you're going to get in trouble, by rejecting the rest that you're being ungrateful, because that's not what that is. That's a misconception, right? So even if a person loves you, truly admires you, and wishes the best for you, they can still give you poor advice or just advice that doesn't align to your highest timeline. And you need to be able to decipher between the two, because sometimes you will believe that because someone has good intentions for you, that clearly they know what's best for you better than yourself, out of fear of what if I make the wrong choice? When really the fear is, what if I follow the wrong person? What if I follow the wrong path outside of what I think that I should be doing? Because you are connected directly with the source. You are connected directly with your higher self. Nobody knows what you want better than you. Nobody knows the life that you desire better than you. Regardless if you were to tell a person from A to Z, everything that you want, they still do not know how you would want to receive it. They still do not know how you would feel being within that energy. They are not you. They're not. So be very particular about who you talk to about your dreams, your goals, and your plans. Because if it was meant for them to be along with you on that journey, the Most High would align it to where both of you go together. A lot of the places where you're supposed to be going, these type of people, they're not going with you. It's okay for them to see. It might even be okay for them to know a little bit of details. You're going to have other people that you're going to pick up along the way, that maybe they're going to ride with you temporarily and then they're going to leave too. That does not have to be viewed in a negative light. Remember how I talked about being used to this energy of attaching to things that's not permanent? Because when you really have a true understanding of what permanence is, you'll realize that nothing is truly permanent except energy. This is why, a celebrity or a musician can create music and that energy will still exist once they transition and go on to where they are going, once their physical body leaves. That's the energy, but that's not them physically, okay? So I still feel that with me constantly receiving this message, it's hard out here for a pimp, it's hard out here for a pimp. You're in this energy of hustling. You are hustling. You trying to figure out, hey, how am I finna get $1,000 by us today? How am I gonna be able to just? Cause I'm here like, let me borrow $20 till tomorrow, like. So I want you to get out of this energy of, I don't want to call it desperation, although that's kind of what it makes me feel, based on that's not your natural energy. You've never been a desperate person. You've never been desperate for anything. I wanted this message to be love-based because I know in the days that we are in, it's better when you're channeling from a place of love and not need. Because coming from a place of need, you might end up doing some desperate things just to get what you need. You know what I mean? So, but love is the highest frequency. It's the purest frequency. So then when you allow yourself to work from this place of love, work from a place of joy, this is how the things that you desire come to you faster. I feel as though you need to get out of the mentality of competing subconsciously with other things, other people, other energy. If you're going to compete with anybody, compete with yourself. And make no mistake, I'm not just saying like, you're jealous of other people. I don't get that. I don't get jealousy from you. I don't get envy from you. And like I said, I don't even get desperation from you. I just feel like you're coming from a place of need. And I'm trying to get the word survival. That's what it is. You're coming from a place of survival. And when you're in survival mode, that can garner up energy that's not like you. You're used to being in survival mode. You're used to being in this hyper energy. Whether you drink, whether you even when you have anxieties, like you can still hyper focus. You can bypass a lot of that energy and get it done, even if you're running off 2 hours of sleep. It's like you know how to get some stuff done. And maybe that's another reason why you in this is hard out here for a pimp. Like, listen, I've been doing this for too long. I've been doing this for too long. I get it. You're seeing this message because this is your confirmation that that's changing for you. And you need to know that, because right now you're covering up how you feel. You don't want to come off as if you're weak. You don't want to come off as if you're crying over spilled milk. You don't want to come off as if you're complaining, because you don't like being around people who complain, and you don't want to be one of them type of people that complain about stuff, and you don't want people to view you as if, because I'm hearing like ain't nobody coming to save you. But I'm also getting this energy of, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. And then even with that, it's like, well, if you want to see the change, be the change you want to see. You can't change the world unless you change yourself. A lot of different quotes. This is why I said you love words, you love sounds, movies, and reading, which is good. So knowing these things, I want you to be very particular about what you are watching. Remember, I brought up food. Be very particular about the things you digest mentally become your food for thought. So if you are, maybe you taking time out from all the hard work that you're doing, Maybe you're indulging in some low vibrational stuff. Unless it is informative that can help you be placed in a position that you want to be in, limit that stuff, okay? Don't be on the Zeus network. Don't be, don't be around people who gossip. Even if you're not doing the gossiping, be very mindful, because all of that holds energy. And you don't want that frequency to interfere with your ascension and where you are going. Because yes, it can be entertaining, and it's okay to indulge in certain things. Again, remember I said, if it's informative, if maybe you're just wanting to be up with the culture because maybe that's a part of what you do for a living, that's completely fine. Even if you're just desiring to know about history, because sometimes knowing about negative things, as empathic as you are, it can impact you in a way that may either put you in a psychosis, maybe even bring a bit of depression to your doorstep. This is why I want you to be very particular about it. You've experienced things on your own. So the last thing I want you to do is get in this headspace of reliving things that you've already escaped. Because I picked up that message the other day too. Yeah. I hope this message serves you in a sense of knowing, again, you have the energetic ability to achieve millionaire status, regardless if you get it in 12 months, regardless if you get it in 48 or 72. Your energy is strong. You know how to bounce between frequencies, because it's like I'm getting Michael Jackson, but I'm also getting Christ consciousness if we're thinking about the Son, Yeshua. Because people would love to talk about the Son and, how he had his 12 disciples and how he embodied this energy of accepting people for who they are. You do the same exact thing, just like Michael did the same exact thing. It's like I'm picturing Michael with the Crips, holding up the Crips sign. And then I'm also thinking about the Son having disciples who all came from different backgrounds. Nobody was perfect. Nobody lived a perfect life. You embody that same type of energy to where you can be around anybody, regardless of their background, regardless of how they identify or who they are. This is why a person like you would always have success. You just have to get out of your own way during those times where maybe you should be resting. Maybe you should be receiving information, but receiving the right information. Maybe this is the time where you're supposed to be planning more instead of trying to execute, because all of this hyper-focused energy of trying to execute everything could be the reason why you don't have the openness for the Most High to come in and give. Because you're too busy like, but wait, I can do this too. But wait, I can do that too. And your spirit team is like, okay, you're doing a lot of stuff. When are you going to let us come in and help you? When are you going to give us the space and opportunity to show you the work that you have already done thus far? Because anytime you get in that headspace, you're under the assumption that you're not doing anything. You're under the assumption that sitting still means no productivity. You're under the assumption that not doing work immediately equates to laziness. It immediately equates to stagnation and complacency. And that's not what that means. Calmness does not equal complacency. Rest does not equal laziness. It doesn't. Every single part of the months and the years does not have to be we going hard 25/8. It's time for you to get out of that hustle culture, and it's time for you to flow. This is why Hustle and Flow came out. Yes, because you've hustled enough. It's time to let your energy flow. That's the message that I have for you. I hope you have received everything that you needed to assist you with just continuing to allow your energy to manifest as it needs to. Until next time, make sure you hit this like button if you resonated with the messages. Follow me if you're not already. If you need me, my links are at the bottom below. Again, I love you. The Most High loves you. Be safe. Stay dangerous. I will see you next time. Bye.